Hi guys, how are we? Today I'm going to be making my smoked Coley lasagna. Now I use Coley because to me when it's smoked there's no difference between it or the haddock and it's a lot easier in the wallet, so that's basically why I use it. So what we're going to do first is make up a white sauce goes with this. Now this whole recipe is quite low fat, okay, because I use skimmed milk and I use low fat cheese, so it really cuts out the fat in this recipe. So first off we're going to make our white sauce and I'll show you how that's done now. Okay guys, so I have a saucepan here on a medium heat, and to that I'm going to add 600 ml of skimmed milk. Now we just let that heat up a little. Okay, so in a little bowl or a cup, whatever you're using, I have a tablespoon of corn flour here. Now I'm going to make this into a little paste that'll help thicken the sauce. So what we want to add is just a little drop of milk. Just enough to make this into a thick paste. Careful not to add too much though. It'll water it down. That's coming good there. Okay, so that's the kind of idea we want there. Syrupy like paste. Okay, now once the milk has heated on the hob there, we're going to add that into it. Okay, our milk is heating up here, so we're just going to add our corn flour paste to that. And just give it a wee whisk around. Now we're also going to add about 25 grams of grated cheddar to this. That'll help thicken it up too. Just whisk that in. A fish or chicken stock cube, just crumbled up as best as possible. It will dissolve on into it anyway. A tablespoon of chopped chives. We're going to be adding whole grain mustard too, but I really want this to heat up more than it is already, because if you add down the whole grain mustard too soon, the vinegar in it will make the milk split, and that's not nice by anybody's standards. So I'll just let that come to near enough just till it's ready to start bubbling, and then we'll add the whole grain mustard in. Okay, so now you can see our sauce is getting quite hot, so now it's time to add our whole grain mustard. If we add 2 teaspoons of that in. And just whisk it in quite rapidly. And we can turn the heat right down. As you can see, when you add it in last thing, it doesn't split the milk. Whereas if you were to add that in just as the milk was just warm, it would split it and you'd have to start from scratch again. Now we just let our sauce simmer away there. Okay guys, so next up we're going to start preparing our lasagna. Okay, so we get an oven-proof dish, suitable size for 2, 4, how many people you're cooking for. Okay, now we've got some of our smoked Coley here. We got some just frozen sweet corn, and we've got cheese for the top, and then we're going to add our sauce in as well. Okay, so I'll show you how to put this together now. Okay guys, we're going to start to put this lasagna together here. So first of all, what I want to do is a few peppercorns, and we just really want to be adding salt to this because we've already had our stock in it, and the fish is going to be salty enough as it is. Okay, so what we want to do is some of our fish in and just layer the bottom, about half your fish in. You're only going to want about 2 layers on this lasagna, okay? So, half our fish in. And some sweet corn then. As I say, this is just frozen sweet corn. Again, just a light layer of that. And we want to give this a bit of a seasoning. The pepper. Be quite generous with the pepper. And then we add in some of our sauce, which has thickened quite nicely. About a third of our sauce goes in. Now I have some lasagna sheets here that I made earlier, but by all means you can go and buy the shop bought stuff. No problem with that. And we put our second layer on there. Pour another third of our sauce over. You want to just reserve some for the top. And we put on then our last layer of pasta sheets. And pour the rest of the sauce over the top. Every time I look at you. Every time I look at you. Every time I look at you. And then about another 25 grams of cheese sprinkled over the top. And as I say, this is low fat. You can get low fat cheddar. This is low fat cheddar here. So basically, how simple is that, okay, for an evening meal? Doesn't take much time at all. It can be served up with either chips or with a salad if you want to go down the healthier route again. Now this is going to go into our oven at 200 degrees for about 35 minutes. Okay. Now guys, our lasagna is just out of the oven and it smells fantastic. Okay, so some broccoli steamed here. I mean, you may as well go down the healthy route while we're going. And we'll just serve this up. This for me is the 3 H's. It's healthy, it's handy, and I know I'd be happy any evening getting this served up in a plate to me. Alright, there we go. Our smoked haddock lasagna. It doesn't come much nicer than that. And for the full recipe, go to www.thesustainableorder.blogspot.com, and there's a page full of recipes, and then there's other hints and tips on growing your own fruit and vegetables on it too. But as for now, I'm going to eat this and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.